It's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue, and I'm here for today's show, Cricket Chat with Miss Rita. And we are working, it's Friday. We're working on the joy today. We call that Joyful Fridays. Isn't that cute? And so I wanted to thank you all for your patience. It's been a rough week for me. I have a lot to go over and to discuss with you because you're my friends and I love you and I wanted to um, give you, just give you what's been going on in my mind. And also today we have the winner of our January giveaway, which is for a Cricut Maker 3 with everything bundle that also includes a learning plan of the winner's choice, whether it's the vinyl one or the paper one. It's a $700 value provided by Cricut. I want to thank the folks at Cricut for making those giveaways possible. And then also we have the situation here with me is I've had a lot of time to think about and do all kinds of stuff this morning, not this morning, the last couple of days about what it has to change. There's some changes that I need to implement. And I'm going to talk to you about them. I haven't decided on all of them, but I wanted to talk with you about them. Um, and also we have our Friday giveaway. So we have a lot to discuss. So I'm just going to kind of jump in. I want to say hello to all my friends. I missed you. I love you. Hi, Babs. We love the little piggies and Mama. Yeah, Mama is, Nana Ina is, she had a very busy day yesterday. My sister took her to the doctors and to get her nails done. She was very, very happy. She even got a pedicure. My sister is the hero in this whole thing because she just comes in and like she's like a Tasmanian devil. She just kind of whirs in and fixes everything. Like, believe it or not, um, my my biggest worry the last couple of days was how they put the groceries away because I ordered some groceries and they just threw in the refrigerator. So I said to her, "You'll understand this." I am going crazy because I saw what my refrigerator looks like and it's a mess. And so she went and she cleaned that all up, even the freezer. And she's coming back tomorrow. I mean, sorry, today. She's coming back today to help me with this stuff a little bit because I keep telling her I need somebody to help me with this so I can get all the stuff that I owe you out and all of that. So that's what's doing. I'm walking better, but I'm still using like a like kind of like a modified walker to just get around. I haven't gone out of the house since Sunday. Um, and the only thing I can tell you about what's going on is I was feeling great, taking my meds, everything. And then last Wednesday, I had my shots. These are monthly shots, and they put them in your backside, like way up high, almost on your hips, kind of thing. And they're big and they hurt, and they have the potential to cause problems because they're putting it in basically the biggest muscle in your body. And that's your gluteus maximus, I guess. So on Sunday, this was a few days after I got it. I was feeling great and I was like so happy. I don't know why I was so happy. I was just so happy to be alive and everything. And then I took the dogs for a walk and as I was coming back, I started to feel a little lame in my right leg and it just got like worse from there where I couldn't walk around the house. So I do believe it is because of my treatments and this has happened a little before on the other side. So I don't think it's something that they can control. It's just part of the treatments. Sometimes they hit like blood vessels and they burst and cause a lot of pain and it's just part of the treatment. So Anyway, let's get started. So today is Joyful Friday. And that means that we are going to do a project with our lovely Joy machine. This is a machine that came out a couple of years ago. A lot of people bought them and maybe they used them a little bit, but then they stopped using them because they have either bigger machines or they rather do it by hand or whatever. And I totally get that, understand that, but I want for us as we go forward to maximize our purchases. That's what I'm thinking about. Like, so somebody, like, was it my sister Annette? Yeah. And my sister Annette and I were talking yesterday. And she said, "You'll never believe what happened up here. My son, Joey's girlfriend, mother bought her a brand new Cricket. And when she told me, I was like, oh, you have to get to know my sister. And and she said, yeah, because I haven't taken it out of the box. And I think that there are a lot of people that have, they maybe they've taken it out of the box or maybe they haven't, but they got this great gift from somebody and um, they want to use it because it was a gift and they had big dreams and hopes and everything. And then it sort of fell by the wayside. But I'm here to show you how all these great things work. And I've decided that I don't want to just limit that to Cricut. So, starting soon, we'll probably expand it and we'll probably rename our group to be Crafty Chat with Miss Rita. And that is just because there are all kinds of things that I've been very tempted with. In the last year or so, including working with ink and ink pads and stamping and embossing and dry embossing and wet embossing and all this stuff having to do with paper. And I feel like I've put those things by the wayside in order to show you everything that's Cricut. But the Cricut, we have to look at Cricut as a tool that helps us achieve our creativity goals or dreams. And so I don't want to make Cricut be the star of the show all the time. There are other, let's just say, other things. Maybe it's the Anna Griffin Empress or some other machines or other materials. For instance, in the past, we've been limited to using only Cricut things such as Cricut paper and Cricut uh, math, everything Cricut. And so I have turned away a lot of people that have asked me to sponsor their product because it interfered with Cricut. But there have been some changes in Cricut's programming, and we're going to have a great time doing all these other things. Um, Miss, she's, oh, thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Babs. So, oh, nice to see you, Bren. So, just so that you know, that's kind of where my space is right now. I love my Cricut, and all my Cricut machineries, and I'm grateful for. Okay, I'm grateful for. All right. Okay, okay. I'm grateful for the time that I have had to meet you. And the most important thing for me is maintaining the relationship that I have developed with you all. And you guys know I don't do this. It's not a job for me. I am someone who thankfully has been able to stay at home because I was taking care of my son and now taking care of my mother. And I have a lot of people who support me and I appreciate them. And so I'm going to just keep going on because I am, it's not the end yet, so to speak. So, all right. So today we're going to be working with the Joy and specifically the Joy app. And you can see here that mine did not come out very good. I think I might have to change my blade, but I did do an inside of the card. So I wanted to show you guys how to find these cards and how to make them, and also how to make them your own. So what we're going to do is I'm going to save this to, oh, thank you. Ooh, speaking of stamps, Santo's opening up some of my presents that I purchased recently. Look at these stamps. I got these at Echo Park Paper Company. They were on sale, and look at how beautiful they are. And we're going to be working with these and also some ink pads and different things, and we can use them inside of our cards. So like, something like this, do more of what makes you happy. That's beautiful, right? And there's some Christmas ones and some, uh, oh, planner ones. That's pretty awesome. So there's a lot for us to do in our pursuit of paper crafting. And so um, I hope you join me. You join me as we go on this journey. So today I'm going to be working on oh yeah, you do it twice. Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right, so today we're going to be working on what's called the Joy app. Now, if you didn't know the Joy app and you have an iPad, I'm going to just show you really quick. When you go to if you have an iPad, what you do is you get apps. Different apps. So, for instance, you can have a Facebook app, the YouTube app, a lot of people just have apps, and so what you do is, app stands for application. So they're just tiny little applications. So remember back in the 90s where everybody had like software that you had to download and whatever, and they lived on your computer. Well, apps, they sort of live on your computer, but they can make changes to it and update it, and that way you don't have any obsolete software. So it's basically software in a little bite size, appetizer size kind of thing. That's why they're called apps. So for Cricut, there are two apps. There is the regular Design Space app, and there is the Joy app. So you can see here, this is Cricut Joy right here. And then I don't actually see, oh, there it is, the Cricut Design Space. Okay, so there are these two here. Now, there are other things here. I've downloaded a lot of them and found that they were just not very useful to work with. So I've just stuck with the Cricut and the Cricut Joy app. And this I've already downloaded. So this is Cricut Joy. So I'm going to hit open, and here it does. It brings us to the home page, and I've already logged in. And now this is like kind of the home page just for the Joy. So if you have an Explorer, if you have a Maker, this does not apply to you. It only works for the Joy, okay? And they've put these things. Now that doesn't mean that you can't use your Joy in Design Space. You absolutely can. But this individual app is really just kind of fun and interesting because it's just the Joy stuff, which I really like. It's not like you have to change anything to work on the Joy. It's already going to be working for you. So you can see here we have choices like customize your insert cards, make a cutaway card. You can do paper crafts with foil, insert cards, and also labels. And then here's iron on and stuff like that. So what we are going to work on today is the one that is the most popular thing, and that is insert cards. So you'll notice in the insert cards, look here, there's 1,327 cards available for us to make with the Joy. Now, I just want to back up and tell you that even if you have the Joy, not all of these cards are going to be free. You have to be a Cricut Access subscriber in order to access most of these. And they have this little A up here. It's not green, but these little A's will indicate that they are available for the people that subscribe. Now, I don't know because I've always been subscribed, so I don't know like how much these cost individually. I'm gonna probably venture to guess maybe like 99 cents or something like that if you don't have Cricket access. Okay. Um, and so the thing I really like that they've changed about this software is you can actually search for cards. So I put in actually a few words. This is love, and look at all these lovely cards that came up when they have love. There's stuff in, there's stuff for special holidays such as 4th of July. There's stuff for your mom. There's stuff for your dad. There's stuff for your loved ones. There's stuff for your, I don't know, your sweetheart and stuff like that. So there's a lot to be found here. And then we could also search, and I did Valentine because that's what I thought that we would start with. So this Valentine comes up and it says there's 1,327 cards, but that's incorrect. So you'll see on here that here are some cards that can be done with the Valentine. So you can see this is the one that I just did called With Love. So let's do that one because I wanted to show you how to make the inside of the card. So here we have this great little card. It's an insert card, and that just means, and let me just show you, this is a box of insert cards. Now these are R10s. There are, I think, 5 different sizes. R10s will work in the Joy. R20s are what we started off with. So R20s are actually 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches folded. Okay. So we're going to work with the R20 today because it's the one we started with, and it's also the easiest one to sort of do for demonstration. So in order to make cards, what we're going to need is a Cricut card mat. This is the card mat. Now again, this is just for Joy. There is a counterpart with there is, and that's the 2x2 card mat. Okay. So dog just dropped a toy at my feet. So you're going to need a card mat. So this is what the card mat looks like. I actually bought mine in bulk because I found that the mats don't keep their stick very long. Okay. And then this is from an insert card pack. It's actually from several. But what you get inside the pack is you get envelopes. You get these cards that are already folded. Wait, not that. This. No, what's going on? Oh, hold on. Okay, here. Pre-folded card. Okay. And what you're going to do is take a card and you're going to slide it into your mat like this. Okay. And then you press down, and here is where the sticky part is. Sticky right here. It is not sticky on the inside. Now, the stickiness of this mat doesn't stay super sticky all the time, and there are ways to get around it, but to be honest, these are pretty inexpensive. I think they retail for like $5, and you can often find them on sale. And I've actually purchased mine on Amazon, and like I think I bought 5 or 10 of them. And so when this loses its stick, I don't go crazy over resticking it. I usually just retire them and get a new one. But that's me. If you can't afford them, or you just whatever, you don't want to buy them, you can restick them. I'm just not going to spend a whole lot of time on that. Now, you can buy the cards in packs like this, and they have made it so that you can like do large portions. So for instance, this one is 42 cards, and inside of it, I haven't opened it up because I kind of like to show you guys this. So inside there's envelopes, there's the cards, and then there are the inserts. So you have enough in here to make 42 cards. So I think the thought process here was um like if you were going to make I don't know, bridal shower invites, or what's the other what I'm thinking, baby shower or a birthday party, you can have the same sort of color code. Now if you don't find what you're looking for, which I often do not, I will make my own cards, the R20 cards. I will make my own, and it's very simple to do. So I want to show you this again. Let me just move some of this stuff out of the way. All right. So here is what's called a personal trimmer. And I'm going to move up just slightly so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. All right. I'm going to move that. Okay. Ah! I cannot wait to be organized. All right, so this is a personal trimmer, and it is from Cricut. You don't have to get it from Cricut. There are a lot of other people that sell these things, including like Fiskars, and I think We Are Memory Keepers. They all sell them. I like this one because it's good for Cricut materials, but also for other things, which is what I'm going to use it for. So this is 8.5 by 11-inch cardstock. I call it paper just because it's easier to say. But this is cardstock. The difference between paper and cardstock has to do with the thickness of the paper. And this is often referred to as the weight of the paper. So this cardstock actually comes from Michael's, and it is poundage wise, it's like between 65 and 80 pounds. And you'll see that on the packaging, and you can buy these packs of 50 cards, not cards, 50 pieces of cardstock, either in one color. So for instance, they do sell like white and black and red all in one color, or sometimes you can find them in what's called like an ombre or a rainbow assortment kind of thing. But it's always like between 25 and 50 sheets of medium cardstock. Sometimes they'll put things together where they have foil and stuff like that. But all you need to make insert cards, at least for the R20s, is you're going to need a few sheets of this 8.5 by 11. So this 8.5 by 11, by the way, will also fit into your printers. So if you ever want to do a print then cut with your Explorer or your Maker, you can do that. But right now we're talking about insert cards. So again, this is 8.5 by 11. And so just so I can show you, we want to make cards that are 4.25 by 5.5 folded. Okay, so this is really cool. What we're going to do is put in the long way. So this is 11 inches. So we're going to put that in the long way, and we are going to look for the 5.5-inch mark, because half of 11 is 5.5. Now make sure you're pushing this all the way up to the top here, okay? Because you don't want it to be slightly askew. It will cause a problem with your card making. So once you have it in there, you're just going to cut this. This is a cutter. Be careful. It's sharp, and it just cuts it in half. And now what do you have? Well, you have two cards that just need to be folded. So here you go. Here's my card. I'm just going to fold it like this. If it helps you, you can get like a scraper or even like a folding tool. But for me, I can do it with my hands. Now this card is the same as this card, except it's a different cardstock. So this cardstock that they use is Cricut cardstock. And that's what this is. It's a little bit thicker than this cardstock. So it makes cutting through pretty easy. Okay, so that's how you create those. Now, if you want to go further and create all your inserts are a slightly different size. So they need to go on the inside. So you can see they're slightly different. And then when this is cut out, it's going to have these four little like tabs like this. You see these tabs, which it didn't cut out very well, but it has these tabs. So the insert will go actually in here like this. And, well, I can't open it there. And then it will show through on the front. Okay. And then you'll notice here that I put a back in there. Okay. So, I mean, sorry, a sentiment in there. So let's go ahead and find a card that we can cut on our joy. And let's go to our joy. So let's make this one since we have a red card. So we're going to make this one. We're going to choose start making. Now these, I'm going to stick with the medium sized cards. Those are also called R20s, or if you're an old timey paper crafter like me, these will also refer to as an A2. So in Cricut speak, it's an R, which stands for rectangle, 20, which is the size of folded 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so we're going to choose the medium, and then we're going to choose next. Now you can see here that I have front and inside. So if I want to edit this so I can see what it's going to look like, I just choose edit, and I'm going to choose this red because that's what I have. And then I'm going to go over here to insert, and I'm going to choose something like this. And that's a holographic, it's called holographic scales. We can do any of these. That might look cute. So once I chose what I wanted, I'm going to hit the check mark. Now I want to add an inside to the card. I want to add a sentiment into the card. And so I go over here to inside, and then I choose edit. And what I'm going to choose is this big T at the bottom. That stands for text. So let's just type in happy Valentine's Day. Okay. So that's what I want, but it's in bubble letters. I don't want bubble letters. So I'm going to actually click on this A with the underline underneath it. I'm going to click on that, and you'll see over here there's font, styles, and alignment. I want to discuss the style. So under font, I want to discuss the font. So under font, I want to choose one of these, and you can see that there are all kinds of choices here, but I'm actually going to choose this A because I want to draw the inside. Okay. And here are my choices. I've got these different choices. I think I'll choose this one, okay, which is kind of a cursive one. So that's what's it's going to look like. Now, if I want to move this around, put it in some other place, I can do that. If I want to make it smaller, I can do that. So there's a lot of functionality just built right into this software. Okay, so let's hit OK. Now we're done and we're ready to cut this out. Okay, so we're going to just hit next. And you see it gives us a summary. We need insert cardstock. We're going to do it on the card mat. The card size is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And the pen, they have glitter gel 0.8 tip. I don't know if that's what I'm going to use, but that's what I'm going to do. And I can also look and preview it, and I can preview both this in the inside and this on the outside. Okay. So when I'm ready, I just hit make it. The joy does not need to be calibrated. No. Okay, so now it gives us all of these instructions. So if you were alone and you forgot the steps, you can follow this, but you're not alone. You're with me. So we're going to do this together. So they want us to do the inside of the card first. So we're going to take our card and we're going to open it up and put it into our card mat. I want to point out on the card mat are also the sizes of the card. So this shows you that you can use 3 different size cards on this card mat, where if you have a maker or explorer, you can do the larger sizes as well. Okay, so there's the inside of my card. Let's grab a pen. Let's see what we can put on there. I am a little bit of a sucker for gold, so I think I might choose gold. This is copper. If I can find gold, I think that's what I'll choose. Okay, here. So here's the gold one. This, by the way, these are fairly new. They're metallic markers just for the joy, as you can see, and they are 1.00 millimeter. They are indeed markers. So let's choose the gold one. And I'm going to put the cover here, and I'm going to move over a little bit. And I'm going to take out my blade and housing, just like that. So easy. Put this somewhere where it's not going to fall off your desk, and then pop this in. You don't have to worry about it going in correctly. It just automatically does, and you're going to close this. All right. And now I've got my mat and my machine ready to go. So I am going to just gently push it underneath those guide rails. And then I will have to say go to this. Okay, so it's telling us put your pen in and then go. And if you messed up at this point, you can still unload. Okay, so let's hit go and we'll watch it start to write the inside of the card. Yeah, so Annette's talking about stamping up and things like that. That's kind of what I'm looking at going towards. Sort of just I want to focus on paper crafts and not just Cricut paper crafts, I guess, or like go to make something on the Cricut and embellish it with the other things. So, for instance, inking or stamping or making backgrounds with like alcohol ink and all that stuff. I kind of done that, but I always forget to really just tell you all about my thought process. So that's what I was thinking. So if you're thinking, well, I might be interested in stamping, then definitely join our group, because the group, we're going to be talking about that. So we're going to open it up a little bit more from just Cricut to crafting, like paper crafting. And maybe we'll change the group to paper crafting chat or something like that. But if you guys come up with a good idea, let me know. All right. I know, I can't wait either. All right, so here is done on the inside. So all we have to do is unload. Let's have a look before. Now it looks pretty good, but I made it kind of small. So I think next time I'd have to make it a little bit bigger because it looks a little squished. It's such a wide point, okay? So we're going to put the cover on that, put it back into our holder, and then I'm going to very carefully take this off of the mat. This is a brand new mat. Now I'm going to turn it this way. So this is the front. I'm going to put the already written on inside right underneath this flap. And then I'm going to press down really, really well. And I will need to make a bigger space. I'm going to take my blade and housing. So this is the Joy blade and housing, and this is how you change it. There's a little like plunger type of thing and it comes off. I will tell you that I think that the Joy blades get dull quickly. So you might want to consider some alternative, or you might also want to change your pressure, which I'm hoping that I can do here. Okay, so here's mat 2, and I can maybe do change So let's continue on with this change. And no, it doesn't appear like I can go and do extra, like extra pressure on the Joy app. So that's something that they need to be aware of. All right, so we're gonna put this in, and I think I just tested my blade. It seems pretty sharp. So let's see if it works. It didn't obviously work on this one, which is kind of a waste. But I do like the way that looks on the black. And Annette is saying that the Cricut black has a hard time cutting through. And I'm seeing now this is really cutting well. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to cut, I'm going to tell you TPS, teaching with primary sources. Okay, and so also we've got a community challenge that just started that I want to tell you a little bit about. And you could win actually a Joy package. It's a Joy with a bunch of stuff if you participate in the challenge. You will need to participate. You will need to do a couple of things. One is you need to prepare the file that you're going to be using. Okay, so you have to do the proper preparation for the file, and then you'll have to post your file and your picture in my group. Now there are 28 groups participating in this. Okay, so you can go in my group, you can go in any group, and as long as you're part of the group that's sharing, right, you can go in any one of the 28 groups, and you can, let's see if this is working. This is not working. How do they expect us to make this happen if it's not working? All right, sign in was unsuccessful. So I'm going to have to move on because this isn't working and it's not working. So let's go ahead and come back to this. And I guess I'm going to have to tell you about this challenge. I will do it on, I'm going to have to do it on Facebook. I'm sorry, Loretta, but the way they set up this challenge is only has to do with Facebook groups. So just so that you know. All right, so there is my card. Now I'm going to just open this and let me just make some room. I'm going to take off this. Be careful taking this off because sometimes they rip, all right? And let's go ahead and take that off. And you'll have to go in and take out all these little tiny pieces that cut, but they didn't cut like all the way through. All right. And if it's helpful to you, you could also take like something like this and poke it out, which is what I would do. Just like this. So poke it out like this. Now, don't worry if you have a problem on the back. So here's the back. Don't worry about that because it's going to be covered with our insert. Okay. So here we go. Let's take this all off and let us make sure all these pieces, including this insert piece, is taken off. There we go. And oops, I see another little one here. This is just like a little piece of something it didn't cut all the way through. And then here. Okay, and then we're going to get our insert. This is the insert. So since we use gold, let's use gold for the insert. And we're going to put the insert facing out, but on the inside. You see? So I'm putting this on the inside like this. And now I have this really cute card. I'm a little concerned about right here, so I might go and sort of clean that up a little bit. Let me just go and see if I can find my... You will not believe the mess that's here. Okay, so normally I would just kind of use my True Control knife, but I don't see it here. And so I'm just going to go in and use my weeding tool. Okay. Now, that is kind of it. There are things that you can do with these cards. You can do foiling. You can do different kinds of inserts. These cards are very similar to cutaway cards. They also, this works the same way if you're doing watercolor cards. So look, I've got a piece of really cute heart-shaped foil acetate and this gold. So I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to put these in here. And here we go. Look, how cute is that? Right? And then we have the envelope, so we can just go ahead and pop this into the mail. And this, by the way, is fine. This size is fine for mailing, and it's not too thick, so you could probably just put one stamp on it and mail it anywhere within the United States. Obviously, if you're going to mail it to Canada or outside of the United States, in general, you're going to need the correct postage on it. But this is just really a fun project that you can do with a grand, or even with older people, like at the senior center, or if you wanted to. I know, for instance, I'm going to be doing a card making class with Wendy on our locals. Okay. Um, Okay, so let's talk about three things. One is our winners for our Cricut Joy. I'm sorry, our winners for our Maker 3, which is the giveaway that we've been running for a couple of weeks. This is a $700 prize. And oh, by the way, I can save this. So I can just save this called With Love. All right. And let's go back here. I save it and let's say done. And by the way, when you go back to the menu, I believe under my stuff are my projects. So see that? There are my projects. So I can now find my projects and just redo them. So this has a lot of applications. For instance, if you have a big party, or if you have a business and you want to send somebody, like maybe you bought something or somebody bought some from you, you want to put in a little card that says thank you. Perfect application for this. So having this here is a really good way of being able to pull it up, very similar to how you do it on Design Space. So we're going to jump on over to Design Space, and we're going to show you what I mean to be following me in the community. So I hope that I'm going to be able to log in here. No, I'm not going to be able to log in here. All right, so we've tried it several times. It's not working. So I'll just tell you. So we have several giveaways that go on in our group. The first one is we do a monthly giveaway, and this month is for Cricut Maker 3 with everything bundle, and it also includes a learning plan. And I am happy to announce that the winner, I saw her on here, the winner is I call her Babs, but her name is Barb Zaleski. Babs is the winner of the January giveaway. You had to delete your app. Okay. So, Babs, are you still here? Barbara, Babs, are you still here? Because guess what? You just won a $700 prize from me and also from the folks at Cricut. So, you need to send me an email, or we can talk somehow elsewhere on Facebook, but I prefer an email, to go to Miss Rita to the rescue at gmail.com. And what you need to put in there, Babs, is your full address, your phone number, and I'm only using that to process the order, by the way. So I need your phone number, your full address, and I also want you to choose. Yes, you won. You won, Babs. It couldn't have happened to a nicer person, if you ask me. So I'm looking forward to now. Babs is an Anna Griffin fanatic, and she makes some pretty amazing cards using Anna Griffin style, including the Empress. But I know she's a big Cricut fan as well, so this is going to allow her to play with smart materials. And Babs, you have to let me know which learning plan you want. There is a vinyl learning plan, and then there's a paper learning plan. I happen to think the paper one is the best. Okay. So that's our winner. Now, the other thing that I want to tell you about is this giveaway contest. What do you call it? It's a contest. It's called the Community Create Challenge. That's being done on Cricut. So let me just go over to, because I can't get into my Cricut app for some reason. I think I'll have to delete it, like Jamie says. So you know what I think I'll do is I will just show you how to delete it, because that's important to know in case you're having a problem. So here is settings, you see, and on here you can see different apps that you have. So here are all my little apps. There's Design Space. You see, so these are the apps that I have. I have my bank, I have Etsy, Facebook, all this other stuff, right? And so I'm going to, on my iPad, I'm going to look for my Cricut application. I'm going to press on the home, or like on the actual page like this. And you see how the X's are up here and they sort of like wiggle? That's when you would just choose the one you want to delete, and that's our Cricut one. It says, do you want to delete it? And I choose delete. Now I need to go back to the app. Let's see, let's go back to the App Store. If I can find it, I'll just go here and type in apps. Oh, there it is, App Store. Okay, now I will do the search again, and I will do Cricut. And here it is, Cricut Design Space. Now I'm going to re-download this. And once it has done, I should be able to log in. I haven't heard of any problems with the app. Maybe I'm just not. Jamie would probably know that. Jamie Leonard, who is the admin person, she would probably know this. So here it is. It's opening, and I will need to log in, but this is good. Sign in and type up. They added something to this. RITACABICCHIO at Yahoo. And this is your ID for Cricut. All right. So if you already have one, say you've placed orders on their website or you use the Joy app, and then you enter in your passcode. And then I guess I have to type in these little letters. So I'm seeing 8J, B, capital B, F, B, and then small t. Nope, I gotta do small t. All right, let's see if that works. Nope, it didn't work, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's not working. Oh well, so I can't really tell you about the Community Create Challenge. I'm going to have to do it some other way. Undeserving? No way. Oh, really? So Jamie's telling me that deleting and reinstalling the app seems to work. Okay, so that is or was going to be the Community Create Challenge. The other thing too is, and I can't show you here because I can't log in here, but basically, if you were following me in Cricut Community, which I can't get into for some reason. But if you were following me in Cricut Community, you can win a Cricut Cutie with a few other cool things from my studio. So that is going to be the person that wins this week is Lisa Gerber. Gerber. Lisa Gerber, you have won, and I will put that on my Facebook page as well. Okay, and I will also announce this on YouTube. Okay, so, all right, I'll try that. I need to clean DS cache. Okay. I will try to do that when I'm off. Okay, doesn't work on my tablet. It I don't know about other than an iPad, but this should work. It was supposed to work, right? So just so that you know, there you go. So this week's winner is Lisa Gerber. Gerber. She's somebody that's been following me forever. And thank you, Lisa. You got to send me an email, missreadittotherescue@gmail.com. I need your address, and and I will send that out to you. For those that have won in the past, I have, in addition to having this setback right now, I've just been really not very organized. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Not very organized. And so this weekend is when my sister is going to help me get all of the things that I owe you out. She has agreed to help me this weekend. Okay. And what else is there to know? The Community Create Challenge, I'm going to have to show you some other way. I think maybe I'm going to have to go over it on Monday. But if you are wanting to participate, the first couple of things that you need to do is you need to join my group or another group that's participating. So you can see all of the details about this on. Let's make sure we find it. So let's type in Cricut blog. Blog. I typed blot. Okay, Cricut blog. So when you go to the Cricut blog, you'll see this is all the information you need for the Community Create Challenge. So to read this, you hit read, and it gives you all of the details, including when you can do the challenge. So it already started, and it's going until Tuesday, February 7th. And you just need to make a project with the free image provided, and then you follow the directions. So what you need to do is make sure you tag your creation. And just so that you know, let me just show you, where's the image. They didn't put it on here. It's in. All right, not really sure what's going on here, but you can get more information. The winner in one of the groups, oh, here it is. Here's the image. Make a project with our free image. Let's have a look at that image. It's not going to let me look at it because I'm not logged in. All right. And then you take a picture, you include it in the product details, then you save your project as public. And then you can share it in my group, which is called Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. Okay. Now, these are the participating Facebook groups. Okay. So these are all of them. And let's see, where's mine? It's in here. Cricut Chat, Cricut Lovers, Cricut Makers, a lot of Cricut. Cricut Chat. Here I am, Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. There's no hyperlink. I don't know why they didn't put a hyperlink. But anyway, you can go into any one of these groups and post your project. However, if you're going to post in my group and also Cricut for Dummies, say, you need to have separate separate projects. Okay, use the same image, but use separate projects. Okay, that's called the even though you're calling it Cricut Community Challenge, it's really, you need to tag it with Community Create Challenge. Okay. So there are several steps here. And I think maybe I'll come back tomorrow if I'm feeling okay and go through all the steps on my computer, because clearly I can't show you the whole thing here. But I want you to participate. You can win a joy package. So it says here you get one entry for completing the first four steps, and then a fifth entry from number 5. So they're going to choose a winner from Design Space and a winner from each Facebook group. So you have two opportunities to win with one unique project. So if you decide to go crazy and make 10 projects, go and join these groups, I guess, and enter your project. But if you want to participate with me, you've got to join the Cricut Chat with Miss Rita group, and then follow the directions. Okay. All right. Okay, so that is all I have for you for today. I'm sorry there's so much stuff and that this isn't working very well. So I can't really show you. That's on Cricut. They have to fix that. But there are 3 things you can walk away from here. 4 actually. One is the winner of our January giveaway is Babs, or Barb Zaleski. I call her Babs. I've known her forever from the Corgi group, and she is the most lovely woman, lives in Michigan, and crafts every single day. She loves Anna Griffin images, and she's actually been to Anna Griffin's workshop, and so she's really into it. And so she won the Maker 3 with everything bundle and also the learning plan. Congratulations, Babs. And then the winner of our weekly Community Create Challenge is Lisa Gerber. And congratulations to Lisa. Lisa's going to win a Cricut Cutie, which I don't know if you know what those are, but this is a Cricut Cutie. Okay. And with a few special little treats from me, and I will I will do that. Oh, I don't know why it said 14 more hours, but I did already choose the winner. I apologize. I did announce that that yesterday was the last day to put it in there. So I will make sure it gets turned off. But the winner today, because I wanted to make it so that I announced the winner today, which is still January. So I picked the winner. Okay. And then the third thing is the Community Create Challenge, which I wasn't successful in showing you that, but I will try to come back and show that to you tomorrow if I feel okay. All right, everyone. All right, that's it. I will see you all again on Monday. As far as the schedule goes, I probably will need to cut a couple of days in the Monday through Friday. So I might be trying some things, but I will be back on Mondays and definitely Fridays. And then I'm going to look for what's going to work in my schedule. I think I might do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or I was thinking Monday, Thursday, Friday. Actually, Monday, Thursday, Friday sounds good. So Monday, Thursday, Friday. So Tuesday and Wednesday you'd be on your own, and we'd still have the video. So that way I only have to produce 3 projects and 3 separate videos, and maybe I'll be more organized. Who knows? All right. Thank you, Babs, and congratulations. So you'll be seeing me Monday, Thursday, and Friday. I don't know about Tuesday yet, Loretta. I think I'm going to take at least one day off in the middle of the week. So I will be here on Monday. To answer your question, I'll be here on Monday. I'm trying to think I didn't really plan out the week yet, but we still have Valentine's Day to go. So, and have a lot of really fun. I know what we'll do. We're going to use our what do you call them? our wobbles, our action wobbles, and we're gonna make a really great Rob and Bob cat card that we've done. All right, everybody, take care, and so glad you could join me. I will see you, and I'm available, by the way, on Facebook just anytime. You can just try to message me there, or you can send me an email, missritatotherescue@gmail.com. All right, everybody, thank you so much. And we'll see you again on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye bye. Oh, and keep those machines cutting, okay?